Street light flickering through the cracked blinds. Mama counting change for the third time, doing math on a napkin, trying to stretch the bread. I leaned over my notebook, holding up my heavy head. Yellow kitchen table with the chipped oak stain. Learned early how a room can hold a heavy kind of pain. They love me with the little that they had to give, but when you're living just to survive, you forget how to live. Shadows on the linoleum, quiet in the hall, watching dreams fade out like pencil marks on the wall. And the chain gets cold when you hold it too long, singing somebody else's unfinished song. I've been carrying weight that was never mine to bear, reaching for a sky no one told me was there. The quiet little promise in the dark of my room. The winter was long, but the garden's gonna bloom. It takes one pair of hands to turn the heavy key. It ends with me studying by the blue light of a broken screen, waking up early for a bus at 5:15. They told me people like us, we just stay where we are, like the boundary line was drawn by the nearest star. I felt the doubt creeping in, sharp as a knife, asking if a girl like me could ever change her life. I didn't choose anger, I didn't hold a grudge, just packed up my books and I refused to budge. Traded in the fear for a quiet steady drive, learning that surviving isn't all it means to be alive. Cause the chain gets cold when you hold it too long, singing somebody else's unfinished song. I've been carrying weight that was never mine to bear, reaching for a sky no one told me was there. The quiet little promise in the dark of my room. The winter was long, but the garden's gonna bloom. It takes one pair of hands to turn the heavy key. Yeah. Look, they say the root runs deep, buried in the soil. Generations of sweat, generations of toil. Saw my elders work until their backs bent low, trying to plant seeds where nothing seemed to grow. It ain't about blame, nah, respect the ones before. They walked through the storm so we could reach the door. But somebody gotta stand up, somebody gotta speak, find the quiet strength when the legacy gets weak. It ain't about flexing or proving people wrong, it's about building up a house that's actually built strong. Taught my kids to dream bigger than the block we on, so the sunrise feels different when the night is gone. Break the cycle, child, hand the keys to your mom. Turn a stormy history into a quiet calm. I still have the scars where the iron rubbed in. I remember every place where the cold got in. They don't disappear, they just stay on my skin, but they don't get to tell me where I'll begin. And the chain breaks apart when you hold it too long. We're finally writing our own kind of song. I ain't carrying weight that was never mine to bear. Looking at the sky, yeah, I'm already there. The quiet little promise in the dark of my room. The winter is over, watch the garden bloom. It takes one pair of hands to turn the heavy key. Handed mama the keys, no more counting on our knees. It ends with me.